Alright, let me hit you with a question that might just change the way you see your cat and the world around you. Have you ever stopped and really thought about what your cat is seeing and hearing every single day? We assume we share the same world with them, but the truth is, we don't. Your cat's reality is completely different from yours. They see and hear things that you and I will never experience. And if you've ever caught your cat staring at something invisible, twitching their ears at sounds you can't hear, or acting like they sense something before it happens, well, that's because they do. Your cat isn't just lounging around all day, napping without a care. They're constantly picking up signals, vibrations, colors, and frequencies that are invisible to us. They live in a world of hidden movement, silent sounds, and unseen energy. And today, I'm breaking down 11 incredible things your cat can see and hear that you can't. Some of these will shock you, some will make you appreciate your cat more than ever, and by the end of this video, you'll never look at your feline friend the same way again. Let's dive in. Number 1. Ultraviolet light, a hidden world. You and I? We see the world in a limited color spectrum, but your cat? They see ultraviolet UV light. That means their world is filled with glowing patterns and details we can't even imagine. Think about it. Flowers, fabrics, and even certain surfaces look completely different under UV light. Your cat might see markings on your clothing that are invisible to you, or even subtle trails left behind by other animals. Imagine walking into a room and seeing glowing streaks and patterns on everyday objects. Your cat lives in that world all the time. And if they seem fixated on a spot where you see nothing, maybe they're seeing something that exists in a light spectrum beyond our human abilities. Number 2. Movements that are too fast for you. Ever noticed how your cat seems to react to things before you even register them? That's because their eyes process movement much faster than ours. A tiny insect darting across the room might be a blur to you, but to your cat, it's crystal clear. Their eyes are designed for hunting, tracking rapid, tiny movements with laser-sharp precision. This is why your cat can suddenly pounce at what seems like nothing, because to them, it's something very real. And next time you swat at a mosquito but miss, well, your cat probably saw it escape in perfect detail. Number 3. The ghosts of objects in the dark. Ever get up at night and stumble around in the dark, bumping into furniture? Your cat doesn't have that problem. Thanks to a special layer in their eyes called the tapetum lucidum, they can reflect even the tiniest bit of light back through their retinas, making their night vision 6 times better than yours. That's why they move so gracefully in low light, while you're struggling not to stub your toe. But here's the weird part. This enhanced vision means they can sometimes see objects that were once there but have moved. Their eyes are so sensitive that they pick up residual light reflections that your human eyes miss. Ever had your cat stare at a seemingly empty space for a long time? Maybe, just maybe, they're watching the ghost of something that was there just a few moments ago. Number 4. High-frequency sounds that are silent to us. Your cat's ears are like tiny satellite dishes, picking up frequencies as high as 64,000 Hz, compared to our weak 20,000 Hz limit. That means they can hear ultrasonic sounds that we don't even know exist. Mice communicating, the buzzing of tiny insects, and even the high-pitched hum of electronic devices. These are all loud and clear to your cat. Ever seen your cat suddenly perk up and look toward the wall, as if they heard something you didn't? It's because they did. And if you've ever thought your house was silent, think again. Your cat is hearing an entire symphony of tiny, invisible noises all the time. Number 5. Your heartbeat and emotions. Here's where things get emotional. Your cat doesn't just see and hear better than you. They feel more deeply than you realize. They can hear your heartbeat, notice tiny changes in your breathing, and even sense shifts in your emotions. Ever had a stressful day and found your cat suddenly extra affectionate? That's because they're picking up on your body language and even subtle changes in your scent that indicate stress. Your cat doesn't just live with you, they're connected to you in ways you never imagined. Number 6. Infrared heat from warm bodies. While cats don't see heat the way snakes do, their sensitive whiskers and advanced hearing help them detect the warmth of living beings. That's one reason they love curling up next to you. They feel your body heat like a comforting presence. They can sense the warmth of your hands before you even touch them, making them expert judges of where to find the coziest spots. Number 7. Vibrations that predict storms or earthquakes. Have you ever noticed your cat acting strangely before a storm hits? That's because they can sense low-frequency vibrations that signal changes in the weather. Some researchers even believe cats can detect the tremors of an earthquake before humans can. If your cat suddenly seems on edge, maybe take a second look at your surroundings. You might not feel it yet, but they do. Number 8. The flickering of screens that look still to us might not might. Ever wonder why your cat doesn't watch TV like you do? That's because their eyes refresh images much faster than ours. To them, a TV screen isn't showing a smooth picture. It's flickering rapidly like a strobe light. That's why they don't engage with screens the same way we do. To them, it's just a weird, flashing box. Number 9. The tiny, invisible creatures in your home. If your cat is staring at a corner of the room like something is there, they may not be imagining it. Their heightened senses allow them to pick up on tiny bugs, dust particles, and microscopic movements that we simply can't see. They might just be tracking something real, something you'll never notice. Number 10. The sound of your footsteps. Before you even arrive, your cat doesn't just hear you. They recognize the specific rhythm and cadence of your footsteps long before you're even close enough for a human to hear. This exceptional hearing ability allows them to distinguish between different sounds and predict your arrival with impressive accuracy. As a result, they are already at the door or waiting by the window when you return. It's not magic or coincidence, it's their finely tuned auditory sense that makes them so in tune with your movements, even from afar. Number 11. The subtle changes in your routine. Cats are incredibly observant of your daily habits and routines. They notice the smallest shifts, whether it's waking up at a different time, moving an object in the house, or even switching your shampoo. To them, these tiny changes are monumental, and their heightened sensitivity to routine helps them feel in control of their environment. When something shifts, your cat may react by behaving differently, not out of mischief, but because they are responding to a world that has subtly transformed in ways you might not even realize. Their ability to detect these nuances showcases their sharp instincts and adaptability. So now that you know what your cat sees and hears, you might never look at them the same way again. The next time they stare into the distance, prick their ears at nothing, or follow something invisible across the room, remember, they are seeing something. Something you can't. And that makes your cat even more incredible than you ever imagined. If this video made you see your cat in a whole new light, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with another cat lover. And if you want to dive even deeper into the mysterious world of your feline friend, check out my next video. It's just one click away. See you there.